here again with my cream soda. This stuff is possibly the best drink in the entire world. I'm sure it's pretty bad for you, but I drink one every day. Go buy some, it's awesome. Hey, so today I wanted to talk about Lord of the Rings because when I was in middle school, prominently 6th grade, I was really obsessed with it. And I want to tell you a secret that you cannot tell anybody else because it would probably ruin my reputation. I don't even think my closest friends know this. One of the major reasons why I really liked Lord of the Rings so much was because of Legolas. Or at least for the first few weeks, that was the only reason why. But after I continuously watched it, I realized that it's just a really good story, and it's not all about the elf. Yeah. Some girls think it's only about the blonde-haired guy. It's not. I don't understand why people thought I was such a nerd for liking Lord of the Rings. I mean, is that such a geeky thing to like it? I mean, okay, so I can understand why they thought I was silly when in PE I would go, "For Gondor," and not give them the ball back. But besides that, I was pretty normal. And so ever since then, people always ask me Lord of the Rings questions. I mean, like, I probably know the answers, but I haven't even seen the movie in, like, a week. Come on, guys. It's actually pretty funny because whatever I did in real life, I always compared to the movies. Like, for the first month of 6th grade, I would always get really excited about going to PE because the first unit we were doing was gymnastics. And so I would always pretend like I was learning how to be graceful and fight like an elf when I was doing my front flips. Now I'm starting to understand why people think I was a nerd. At one point, my friend even started making references to me being like a hobbit because I'm short. But I'm not like, short, like 3 feet tall short. I'm not a hobbit. But, whenever I would, like, run across the gym, she'd be like, "Oh, there goes a little hobbit girl." I'm really not a hobbit. I'm just short. Yeah, so at that point, I started hurling insults at them. But not insults in English. It's painful to remember. Yeah, so going to all those Lord of the Rings fan sites that teach you Elvish, pretty bad idea on my part. I think the real phrase I should have learned was Hiraquile. Because let's face it, I pretty much don't have a life. Or at least I didn't. And good proof of this would be like last year. Did you like the paper ears? I think I'm pretty creative, don't you? Very resourceful. I was so much of a nerd that sometimes it'll still come back and hit me in the face. Like, people will be like, "Hey, what was that joke you had with Denise's little brother again?" "Oh, yeah. Wasn't it, 'Hey, Rohan, where do you get your clothes?'" The gap. Okay, so let's skip the part where we act like I'm a mad fool and pretend that I'm really cool. I'm going to play the blame game and say that it's all my dad's fault, because he rented Fellowship of the Ring one night in 6th grade, when I was in 6th grade, not him. And it kind of all started there, like a big snowball. It kept getting bigger and bigger. I mean, like, I started watching it every night. It's pretty pathetic. But soon he realized how much I really liked the series, and he would, like, take me out of school, and we'd go see the 2nd and 3rd movies when I was in middle school, 7th grade, 8th grade. I mean, it was crazy. I even have this old relic from when Return of the King came out. Yeah, it just means I'm awesome that I still have it. Do you have yours? Santa even brought me this one here, and can you see it? Yeah. It's an even star. That makes me pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I'm almost as cool as Arwen, who is the actual even star. Now I can just, like, pretend I'm an elf, and no one will ever know. Okay, not really. Back when I was in middle school, I really did not like salad. So I tried to convince myself that elves really like salad. Yeah, it didn't really convince me either. And I'm the one who made it up. My friend Sarah, she'll never admit this, but I even had her converted at some point. And, like, we would go, and her dad would put up, like, this projection thing at her house, and we'd watch the movies, and we'd stay up all night talking about the hobbits, and we'd make up stories. We even have this inside joke about how Sam ate so much food that he blew up. And just such good memories I have from those times. Man, when people didn't judge us because we talked about hobbits instead of gossiping about the people at school. I miss Sarah. Okay, so the really embarrassing part about all of this is that I'm not even making any of it up. It actually all happened. One time when my mom was out of town, and my sister too, I got very lucky that weekend. My dad and I, we rented the Lord of the Rings animated version. Never see it, ever, unless you just really want a really good laugh, or you want to have a really bad day because you're so disappointed. Everything was like a total disaster. But you want to know what my favorite line in the whole series is? It's when Gandalf tells Frodo, all you have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to you. Pretty deep, huh? Well, you want to know what happens in the animated version? So Frodo's all like, why did this ring come to me? I wish it hadn't. And Gandalf's just like, yeah, me too. That made me pretty upset. Yeah, well, guess what, all you people who thought I was a nerd back in middle school? Lord of the Rings Return of the King won 11 Academy Awards. Sucker! Okay, so here's the part where I'm going to get really cheesy and talk about my favorite character. And my favorite character is, of course, Sam, because not only is he a really good friend of Frodo, even if you take out all the stuff he did in the movies and are true to the books, he's funny, and he loves potatoes, and Sean Astin plays him. What can I say? I was madly in love with him when he was in the Goonies. But, I mean, he's a really good character, and I don't see how people can just be the way they are about Lord of the Rings when it has such a good character like Sam. Another great thing about Sam is that he always stays positive, and so I'm going to stay positive and hope that we win our game next week. I'm not sure who it's against, but we won our last game last night, and that was really cool because currently Anderson is undefeated, which has never happened before since I've been there. And so, like I said, I'm just going to hope we win the next game, because then we'll beat ourselves from last year when we only won 2 games. I am out of my cream soda, which if you haven't already gone and got you some, you need to go get some because pretty much amazing, I'm addicted to it, blah, 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 blah. So I gotta go.